Hi everyone, welcome to What's Going in Japan. This is Morita. I'm from Japan. I've been living in Japan for many years. I'm 100% of Japanese. In this channel, I will introduce various kinds of Japanese culture. I'm a guide who will lead you to better understanding of Japan. Okay, let's get started. Today's topic is Kamakura Shogunate. Kamakura Shogunate was a feudal military government of Japan during the Kamakura era from 1185 to 1333. But how did they emerge? What is the rise and decline? What is their duty? How did it come to an end? Today, I'm going to answer these questions. At first, the Japanese archipelago is located off the eastern coast of Eurasia and consists of 4 relatively large islands and about 6,852 surrounding islands. It is also surrounded by oceans. These 4 seas are the Sea of Japan, the Sea of Okhotsk, the Pacific Ocean, and the East China Sea. The history of Japan is also a history of the leveling of the Kyushu Okinawa, Chugoku Shikoku, Kansai Kanto, and Tohoku Hokkaido regions, starting from the Kansai and Shikoku areas of today. For such a Japan, the invasion and the attack of enemies from outside the Japanese archipelago came as a surprise. It is fair to say that the history of Japanese domestic politics has developed through the rivalry between the imperial court, which controlled culture, religion, and education, and the warrior class, which controlled the land, military affairs, and the police. The balance of these forces was always shaken by external pressure. For the Japanese archipelago, the first external pressure was from Kublai Khan, who established the Mongol Empire. The era was the Kamakura period in the 13th century, where the present Kanagawa prefecture became the political center of the country, and the samurai government took control of the land, the military, and the police. Minamoto Yoritomo won the Battle of Genpei, but his descendants ceased to exist after 3 generations. At the beginning of the Kamakura Shogunate, there were many disputes among brothers and relatives, such as the murder of Minamoto Yoshitsune, who was his own brother and played an active role in the war. There is saying in Japan that silence is gold and never be proud of your success. This is because people were suspected of treason and killed for their slightest words or were killed by their own brother as a result of bragging about their achievements and getting worked up. Anyway, in the early days of Kamakura period, there was a constant struggle within the family, which can be imagined as a mafia war in New York in the 1970s. Under such circumstances, the Hōjō clan, which was related to Minamoto Yoritomo, came to be powerful. It was also a time when the political center of Japan was shaking as to whether the center of the country was Kamakura with its samurai or Kyoto, the seat of the imperial court. In such an era, there was a female leader. It was Hōjō Masako, wife of Minamoto Yoritomo. She was known as the Ama Shogun and is famous for her speeches that united the hearts of the warriors. With Minamoto Yoritomo's descendants having ceased to exist, the emperor of the time issued an order to overthrow the Hōjō clan at the center of the shogunate in Kamakura. At that time, Hōjō Masako, wife of Minamoto Yoritomo, said to a large group of assembled warriors, "Have you guys forgotten the favor of the first shogun did you? Have you guys forgotten that warriors were despised by the aristocrat? Have you guys forgotten that you have achieved such a good life and status because of Minamoto Yoritomo, who said we would create a samurai world in the first place? Have you forgotten how much you guys owe him? Are you guys still samurai?" This resonated with the Banno samurai of the time. To their surprise, the warriors of Kamakura defied the army dispatched by the emperor in Kyoto. After this conflict, the world became samurai-centered society for the next 600 years. However, the warriors did not kill or depose the emperor, so the imperial court in Kyoto remained. The Kamakura Shogunate was thus united by a female leader named Hōjō Masako, but soon, for the first time in Japanese history, a foreign invasion took place. The first was the Battle of Bunwei in 1274, and the second was called the Battle of Kowan in 1281. The regent at the time was Hōjō Tokimune, who was only in his 20s when he took command of these battles. He was close to the monks of the Southern Song dynasty, which was being threatened by the Mongols at the time, and he was ready to fight a full-scale invasion from the Mongols. He conducted rather radical diplomacy, ignoring documents and executing those who came to Japan. As a result, the war developed into a battle with the Mongol Empire. These two battles took place in now Fukuoka Prefecture, and the Gokenin, the warriors in Kyushu, played a very active role and successfully defended the area. Since the Mongol Empire attacked from the sea, a wall called the Borui was built along the seashore. The force of the Kyushu samurai, who was superior in military prowess, and with the help of bad weather, the Mongol fleet was destroyed. The Japanese horsemanship, archery, and other combat skills were so superior that they were able to defeat the strongest army in the world at the time. As a result, Japan succeeded in defending itself twice. However, the defense itself was good. This battle weakened the power of the Kamakura Shogunate. Wars cost money and human lives. At that time, the Kamakura Shogunate's governance was characterized by a give-and-take system called Gon-to-Hoko. This began when Minamoto no Yoritomo, the first shogun, gave land as an incentive to gather allied soldiers when he destroyed the Heike clan. The shogunate's granting of lands to the feudal lords was called Go-on, and their fighting for the shogunate was called Hoko. From this point on, the greatness of a samurai family was indicated by the amount of land it owned. The Kamakura Shogunate was a samurai government that functioned based on this land reward system of give and take. However, the two foreign invasions of the 13th century were defensive wars. In other words, they cannot gain new territories. The Kamakura Shogunate sent its samurais to war, but there was no reward for them. This led to an outburst of dissatisfaction among the samurais. The foreign wars upset the balance of the reward system, deepening domestic dissatisfaction and conflict and creating momentum for the need for an alternative government to the Kamakura Shogunate. The Genko incident exposed the weakness in the Kamakura Shogunate system of give and take, which was that rewards could not be handed out without territory. From this time on, Japan entered a state of unending civil war. The Kamakura period, however, seems to have had a greater impact on the character development of the Japanese people. The character of being cautious and not flaunting one's achievements and working hard at one's post may have been formed during the samurai-centered Kamakura period. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you very much for listening. My only hope for you is that this video helps you understand Japan well. I'll be back soon. Don't forget to subscribe. Goodbye.